Hey lovers, I'm back. You guys already know I start every video by saying thank you so much to everyone who likes, comments, and just watches my content. I appreciate you guys so much. If you've enjoyed everything you've seen thus far, don't forget to subscribe. But we're gonna get right into today's video, right? Today we're gonna talk about being a loner. I asked this question on my social media and I got a lot of interesting answers, but I said, can you naturally be a loner, or is that a trauma response to something that happened to you, right? And the answers were pretty 50-50, but I just wanted to talk about it on Lovers Madness because I wanted to ask this question to all of you guys that are watching here on YouTube. Could being a loner affect your relationship? Because I do agree. I think that you need a healthy balance of being social and being a loner. Everybody felt differently about it, but I do think there's a balance. Now, depending on the individual, I think the numbers are different. Some people may need more social time, some people may need more alone time, but I truly and genuinely believe that you need both. Now, how much you need of both, like I said, it's up to each individual person, but I think that balance between being a loner and being social is necessary. Like, too much of anything will make you go crazy, you know? So I really feel like how could you be a loner and really date if you're used to being by yourself all the time? If you enjoy your space, that could get kind of awkward trying to bring somebody in your space. Maybe you're a loner because you're trying to get away from people, you know? So somebody in your space could be very awkward and uncomfortable for you. And I'm asking these questions because a lot of times we date without like fixing the stuff that's wrong with us. I personally think being a loner is a trauma response to being constantly let down by people, but I could be wrong. There were some people that jumped in the comments and said they are naturally loners, they are only children, they're used to being by themselves, and I get all of that. But all the times that I've been, like, I'm a very social person, and all the times in my life where I felt lonely is because I was going through some stuff and I just couldn't shake it. Like, I just wanted to be by myself until I figured my shit out. But again, that's just me. That's not everybody. But I know for me, it was hard to date when I was in that loner stage, because it was like I wanted to be around people, but I didn't have the social skills at the time to communicate and talk. Like, I didn't want no one to see me because I didn't like the way that I looked, and it made me insecure, and I had no confidence. And you can't want to date and have all those things wrong with you. That's why I said, could you be a loner and still date? I really think that you could, but there's just that perfect balance. Like, life is about balance for me. Like, you just have to have the right amount of everything for everything to work out. So I think being a loner is definitely a trauma response, and no disrespect to all the natural loners. Just for me and my personal life, being away from everyone has been a trauma response, just from going through everyday life struggles and not being able to like manage and maintain it all. I just went away. If I had to do it all over again, I would not choose the loner route. I would choose to socialize more and invite people in on that process instead of just being all by myself. Like I said, I think that you do need alone time, but too much alone time can change you. It can damage you. It can ruin you if you let it. It gets dark when you're too alone all the time. So balance, like, I'm gonna keep stressing that word, balance. Balance is super important in any situation. You just need to know how much you need of what and stick with that, because it gets tricky when you just go straight into isolation mode, or if you're always have to be around people to function. Like, those are two extremes. Like, you want to find your way in the middle of being social and being a loner. So I think you can be a loner and date, but I think you just have to find your boundaries and find what works for you. And you may need a partner that understands that, because again, when you're involving someone else, it's not just about you anymore. You have to work out with that person. So if your person is very social, they may be offended by you needing that much space all the time because they're not like that. So it's just a communication thing. You'd have to talk to your partner and see how that goes. But my question to you guys is, as far as the loner, like, do you think people are naturally loners, or do you think it's a trauma response from things that happened? And if so, how has being a loner in your relationship, did it work out for the best, or it didn't work out at all? Let me know. So I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. If you have anything to contribute to this love conversation, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later.